Subrata, good evening.
Good evening. Very good evening to everyone.
So, how are you? All good?
At this present situation, I'm still okay.
Great, great, great. So, thank you so much for joining us today evening. So, I was very eager to talk to you since quite, yeah. So, I was very eager to talk to you since.
Right. I can't hear you.
I'm hearing your echo. Is there some other playback going on there in the system?
No, no.
Yeah.
It shouldn't.
Yeah. Can you
So
hear me
nothing.
now?
Yeah, clear. I can hear
Yeah.
you clearly.
Okay. So, is there any other playback happening of this? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Let
So
me
there
check.
is some problem. Okay. Anyways.
No, there's not.
All right, great. So, Subodha, let's start. Okay.
Okay, fine.
So, guys, thank you so much for joining us today evening, and I'm really excited to have Subodha with us. And if you don't know him, he is the granddad of all salon photography. So, I think there is no other way of introducing him because he has done so much. And if you are interested in salon photography or in photography in general or art photography or people photography, this is a session that you must see. Okay, so he's going to talk through his journey about his life, and I'm sure it'll be a great, interesting session and a lot of learning for all of us. Okay, so Subodha, I welcome you once again to this session, and
Thank you.
thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
joining us. So please tell us a little bit about your life journey as a photographer so far.
To start with, when I was small in my school, I during my school days, I think it's in class 10, I have done a very good result. So my father brought me a Click III camera as a gift for my good result. And that is the first camera that I started shooting with. It's that old days, 120 frames and all these things. And after that, Alpha Isolil 2, I brought that camera. And then later on, it got me interest in photography, just like that, just like a hobby, nothing more than.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to college. College, when I was there, I got an interview in a bank, and there I got my job in 1984. That is, at that time I'm still studying. During my job, since I didn't have any liability at that time, I saved the salary whatever I have to purchase a DSLR camera. Not DSLR, sorry, SLR camera.
Okay.
So with that money, saved money, I brought my first SLR camera, Nikorrmat FT2 in 1986. And that was my first camera. After that, I started taking photographs. At that time, the value is so much. That camera took me 4,600. It should, if I could have paid another 500 or 600 more, I could have purchased much better camera, but I couldn't afford that money. So I got
Okay.
that FT2 camera, and then I started clicking. And while clicking, I got in touch with one of my friend, Shubhranshu Mukherjee, uh, and we both together decided to go for a institution to learn photography. So I just joined Chhayapath, Calcutta, done their basic and diploma, and passed diploma in 1990. And thereafter, I started participating in some national salons that the club made arrangement for. During that time, I used to print my photographs myself. I brought a enlarger. I didn't have any dark room as such because we are joint family, and we didn't have any extra room. So what I did, I just, when everybody goes to sleep at night, I take out my all these things, means enlarger and everything, and I do my printing at night when everybody is sleeping. So that's
Great.
how I started my photography. It's lots of struggle there, because when you develop a film and then process it and then print it, you need lots of water. And that room which I used to work is on the second floor. So I have to pull, there was no pump. So I have to pull all the water from ground floor to second floor. So I done a lot of struggle to
Okay.
develop my photography. And there I remember I got one award also by using that printing myself in the darkroom. And this is the only, this certificate, can you see? This is the only certificate that I have, award certificate. Others were lost.
Okay.
Then during that time, my father died of cancer in 1988, and there lots of responsibility came on my head. So I couldn't pursue my photography. I mean, in participating in competitions and all things. Uh, I had to just move away from that passion. And after say 20 years, I was out of touch from photography. Not exactly out of touch. Uh, I couldn't participate in the real stream, means in all these salons and all these things. But
Okay.
during this time, what I have done, I was given offer to teach some classes in my club, Chhayapath, Calcutta. I
Okay.
didn't I didn't deny it. I continued taking that class and set some question papers. That means it's about 2-3 days work per year, maybe
Okay.
3-4 days. And I kept my contact with photography just like that. So
Hmm.
for 20 years, I've done like that. After during this period, I had to struggle a lot because my father, not my father, I didn't inherit anything, neither any bank balance, not any property. So what I
Okay.
have to do, I have to hard a lot, work a lot to earn
Hmm.
all the money, and meet up the burdens that was there, because I am the only son. I don't have any
Hmm.
brother.
Okay.
Uh, After that, in 2006, I think 6 or 7, uh, my wife got interested in taking in cinematography.
Okay.
So she learned direction. After learning direction, uh, she took some projects. Projects means some documentary, some short films, some telefilms, and in most of them, I worked as a cinematographer. I
Okay.
I got my own hand video camera and made all the other necessary things. And from 2007 to 12, I went on spend my time as a cinematographer. While taking this movie photographs, I felt that after all, still photography is the best. It's
Okay.
just rekindle my old passion to go for still photography. And in 2012, another thing happened. I went to the FIP convention at Rajamundry
Okay.
in South India.
Hmm.
In Rajamundry, I was there. Um, my two friends, they got FIAP that year. So they were honored during that FIP convention, because at that time the FIAP and FIAP certificates were given at the stage at the convention. So I was told by them to take the photographs of their achievement when they will go to stage and take all this. At that time, my acceptance, my participation is zero. Neither did I participate in any competitions or exhibitions or salons. Neither did I got any acceptance. It's absolutely zero.
Okay.
So it's in November 2012 when they were taking the awards and I was clicking their awarded photographs. I got motivated that now I should start my journey.
Okay.
The hungry I was for so long period uh, just drove me to involve myself in this salon photography, and I started my journey from November 2012, and it's all more than 7 years. uh, I'm still in that saloon photography.
Okay.
During this journey, I have, uh, I think I've given you that I have crossed 15,000 international acceptance. That is just
Yes.
7+ years.
Yes.
15,000 international, not national. I didn't keep any records on national acceptance and awards.
Wow.
I keep
And
only records of international. If I add national awards and acceptance, it will be much more.
right.
So
And 3,000 titles from 85 countries.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
all international,
And
nothing of
900
national.
international awards. 900 international awards.
Yeah, I was just calculating how many works were involved in this 900 international hours, because yesterday Vinay ji called me up that she found one statistics that I had given in 2016, but I didn't update it yet. So I was just looking to see how many works was involved in this 900 hours. I found that it's a came to around 390. That means 390 works were there for this 900 hours. It's not that the one same works getting awarded again and again.
Okay.
The
Okay.
number didn't came that way. Uh,
Great.
the reason for it, because when you go for a PSA distinction, you need lots of work,
Hmm.
not awards. So I concentrated mainly on creating new works, new titles.
Hmm.
So, and the awards came by default. I remember that some of my work, because in PSA, when you go higher up, you need only 3 acceptance or 6 acceptance. But in Galaxy, you
Hmm.
need only 3 acceptance. After that,
Hmm.
if you gather any more acceptance, it's just wasted. So
Ah.
I didn't continue with those work. What happened? There are several works which got awarded. After 3 or 4 acceptance, I just remove it. It's the toughest way. It's a very toughest thing to remove a awarded work and not to give that in other salons. So that how I sacrificed many of my awarded work during those time. That's why out of 900 hours, 390 works were new title.
Great.
And then my journey started from 2012. uh, I got my first distinction. uh, FIP means now it's EFIP for FIP. That FI got in 2013.
Hmm.
While getting that, I realized that by 2013, say June or July, I completed my FIAP and EFIAP criteria.
Hmm.
But I cannot go for those distinction, because for that you need to wait for 1 year after your first international
Okay.
acceptance.
Okay.
So I gone for FIAP on 2014, then EFIAP on 2015, and then EFIAP bronze on 2016, 2016, and then 2017 there's a break, because we were told that those who gave distinction for 2016, they can't appear for 2017. So
Okay.
2017 was wasted. 2018 I got my silver. 2019 I got my gold, and I will apply for EFIA Platinum this year. Although I've completed my EFIA Platinum criteria by 2016. That's the tragedy.
Okay.
So
Great.
in 2013, when I completed my EFIAP criteria, but I know I have to wait for 2015 to get my distinction. So if I don't set myself any target, what will happen? I will lose interest. and I will shift away my passion and I may go divert to some other things. So I thought that I should find a way to keep my passion intact, and then found that PSA system where the distinctions are given at any time, and the pyramid structure is so scientific that it's a kind of unending. So I thought that it's a good thing. The more the challenge, the better. The harder it's the more interesting becomes. So I started my journey for PSA distinction, and in 2016 I got my MPSA in June 2016, and I at that time I was the second person in India to get the MPSA. First was Chitanga Kumar.
Great. So
Another motivation.
Yeah.
You want to ask me something?
No, no. Please continue. Yeah.
Another motivation that sparked for my MPSA is that in 2016, I got an offer from PSA to give a presentation at their annual conference. When I got this offer, I was neither an MPS or anything. They just offered me, I don't know on what criteria. So I thought if I needed to go to it's in USA for my presentation, then why shouldn't I complete a criteria for my distinction, and so that I can take the both at the same place? Because getting an award by mail and receiving an award in front of different countries is something very different. So I started to see my records and found that I was eligible for MPSA, although my acceptance at that time was more than 4,000. Actually, at that time, there was nobody to guide me regarding PSA. So I didn't know how to properly utilize my acceptance and records. Whatever I learned from the harder way, means by just got stuck and then learn, got stuck and then learn, just like that. So after returning from my conference, after returning from my presentation in USA, it was a grand one. Especially, I felt proud when I saw the Indian flag in the center of the stage, and that's gave me a lots of motivation. And after returning from there, I started to go for my distinction criteria in a greater way. I participated in lots of salons in foreign and Indian and many places. It cost me a lots of money. I never tried to calculate how much money I spent, but one thing is very satisfaction for me is that whatever I spent for my earning.
Okay.
I told you before that I didn't inherited any bank balance from my father. So it's my satisfaction that I earned myself to do my distinction. So after getting my MPS in 2016, I got my GMPSA, which is double of MPSA, at the end of 2017. And 2017, according to them, it was 31st December 2017. But in Indian time, it was 1st January 2018.
Okay.
So in the record, it's written 2017, but to me, it's the 1st January 2018. So 2018 gave me a big gift with GMPSA, and the first Indian to get GMPSA.
Great.
And during that year, lots of things happened. Lots of things happened means I got invitation in different places around the world. The notable one was I got a invitation at Naiman, Inner Mongolia, China in October. There are 10 photographers from 10 different countries were invited in that project, and I represented India there.
Great.
And that was my excellent experience. But this was not my first international tour for photography. My first was in 2014.
Okay.
What happened? In 2014, there was a competition by RPS. It's something different kind of competition, and I got the silver medal. And they invited me there to take the medal. So I went there, and that is my first foreign tour at Scotland, Edinburgh. Took that award, and you can say that is my turning point for foreign interactions and all those things.
Great.
I returned in 2017 again. Sorry, 2018. At 2018, I was invited by FAPA. FAPA is the Federation of Asian Photographer. They're in their 26th Congress at Luang, China. That too, I also was invited to represent India.
Great.
And there too, I had a different kind of experience. It's very interesting meeting so many people from around the world, gathering so many experiences. And I gradually shifted to travel photography. Means travel photography is also related to part of people photography also,
Right.
because traveling means people, people means traveling.
Right.
That way, I got diverted from my line and got interested in travel and people photography. So in 2018, 1st January, I got GMPSA, and then 2018, I got my GMPSA bronze in August. In August, I got my GMPSA bronze, and that was the first in our Indian subcontinent to get a GMPSA bronze.
Great.
And then I got my GMPSA. I got my silver in 28 August 2019, then gold in September 2019, and ultimately platinum in February 2020. Although I fulfilled my criteria in December 2019, but due to submission of EDAS and all the things, I got my platinum in February 2020. And
Great.
I was only the 7th person in the world to achieve this distinction in the history of PSA distinction.
Great. Excellent.
And only one from, you can understand, only one from India,
Right.
and others are from foreign countries.
Great.
So,
So
so this is how I got my PSA distinction.
great. So I can't wait to see your pictures, and maybe in between I'll ask you a few questions. And okay, so I'll start with the first picture that you have taken. So yeah. So my one question to you is, Subrata, is did you have something in mind that you will achieve this much when you are starting your journey on salon photography?
Okay, I will tell you. See this picture. This picture is at Rajamundry. This is the picture which I've taken before my journey started to salon photography.
Okay.
You can say this is my first photograph, which I started my salon photography, journey to salon photography. And this is pure candid. I was roaming around with my tele lens, and suddenly I saw this one. Children were playing there, and took this photograph. I just made it a silhouette type, uh, and it came out nice. So that's how I started my journey to salon photography with this photograph, you can say.
So, did you have anything in mind that within 5 years I have to achieve this much? So,
No,
or
when I
just
started the salon photography journey, I didn't had anything in my mind. My only intention was to participate and to achieve that FIAP, which I saw in the stage.
okay,
Nothing more than that.
okay, and
Actually what happened when I saw that I achieved this EFIAP within some 6 months, only then I thought of going further, not before that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Great.
In between, I will tell you one thing regarding GPU, Global Photographic Union. I got Crown 5, that means 15,000 acceptances points it require, and VIP 5. VIP 5 means 50 watts title, 50 different titles which have got awarded top awards, means FIAP gold or PSA gold, like that, top awards of that
Okay.
exhibition. I got this too on 2019, and I was only the second person in the world at that time to get both of these together.
Great.
This is just for your information,
Great. Great.
right?
So, now, how different is salon photography? I mean, what kind of pictures do they require? So, what is there in the judge's mind when they select a picture?
See, basically, salon photography, the judges who judges salon photography, they are basically all a pictorial minded.
Okay.
So one should keep in mind that a picture with good pictorial value should be kept in mind. So that is the most important thing to get success in salon photography. It should
Okay.
look pictorially nice.
Okay. So,
Although things are changing
right.
nowadays, are changing. This criteria is all changing, but initially and basically, pictorial value comes in the subconscious mind first.
Okay. Okay. So, did you do any? Yeah. So, you said you joined Chhayapath. That is where you learned photography. So,
Right.
how did it influence your thinking as a photographer when you did that course from there?
I learned lots of things. Lot of things means the basic things, compositions, lights, and other this exposure and lenses, then color, and lots of things that are included in basic and diploma. I learned those things. I got to see that the different modes and different ways how can I improve my photographic skill, and the ethics, then and all these things, art of photography and different things I learned from there. Uh,
Okay.
that diverted my mind from just general photographer to art photographer.
Okay. Okay. So, do you have anybody who is your inspiration?
Actually, all the teachers, most of teachers during that time, uh, namely those who taught me, like Amitabh Shil,
If you can take a few names, that will be
Amitabh Shil, then our Dhruvoda, I call Dhruvoda, Dhruvo Dotto, I mean, then mm, just forgetting Devidas Banerjee, uh, then Topon Dash.
Mhm,
These are the few main names who were my teacher during that time,
mhm.
and I got inspired by their photographs. And during the time, their photographs are mainly made on print with multiple exposures, a different type of photography. That's very different from mine. I didn't go to their I didn't photograph according to their taste, but
Mm.
their photographs just inspired me
Okay. Okay.
to go for salon photography.
Right. Now, in salon photography, you see this picture you said was the first picture was very candid. So you didn't, I mean, you just took the picture the way it is. Now, is it common for all the pictures, or sometimes you make people pose in a particular way?
No, I don't. I don't make any arranged candid.
Okay. Okay.
It's against my will. I can You can say
Okay.
whatever I shoot in the natural state. I have to. I may wait for that proper situation to come, but
Okay.
I don't. I dislike arranged candid.
Okay. Okay. All right. So please tell us a little bit about this picture.
This picture was taken in Mathura. Uh,
Okay.
we group up some few photographers, all from Chhayapath. We were on tour. So while roaming the lanes of Mathura, we entered this house and saw that these people are just doing their daily life, what they do, somebody reading and all these things. We got inside and I took this shot immediately. And then after that, my friends made some arrangement and took different type of photographs. But I like this frame because it was purely candid. When I took this photograph, nobody was aware of that I was taking this photograph.
Okay.
And it tells a story of an household.
Right. So this looks like somebody's house. So
Yeah.
is it okay to enter somebody's house and take pictures? What is your thought about it?
In India, basically in India, we are not so much conscious about entering someone's house just like that, because in rural
Right.
or semi-rural places, people actually don't mind like that.
Right.
When we entered this house, the people just stared, what's happening. We just told that we want to take some photograph, and he didn't object it
Okay.
to.
Great. These are very nice
This
pictures.
one, this one was taken uh, at Shanti. Oh, Shanti Niketan.
Huh.
This is taken in Shanti Niketan. Uh,
Beautiful.
this is also we a group of photographers means from Chhayapath, Calcutta. We were on photographic tour, and similarly, nobody objects there when we take photographs. So we entered. They were walking, and I took this candid photograph. But after that, when I took this photograph, there were some students also. I told them, can you see the this black one, this black, this what you say, container, not container, this jhuriya, in Bengali we say jhuriya ki.
Yeah. Right.
This one was not there.
Okay.
Just to tell them that this place was looking empty. Uh,
Huh.
this was placed in some different place. You just bring and keep it there
Okay.
to fill the frame.
Hmm.
And that's how the frame was taken, and the things changed. It looks a complete one.
Right. Very nice. Really makes a lot of difference. But the
Yeah.
people and all, they were just the way it is. You just took. Photo.
They are least concerned about us
Right.
that we are taking photographs,
Right.
because they are habituated. Many photographers go in these different places and take photographs.
Right.
So
So,
it didn't matter to
Subrata,
them, right?
what
Say,
camera have you been using over the years? What are different
see,
cameras?
my first SLR camera is D5000 Nikon.
Okay.
This one,
Mm-hmm.
this camera.
Okay.
I
Right.
didn't I didn't change this camera because since this is my first DSLR camera,
Okay.
I fell in love with it. So I didn't dispose it. So this was my first camera, and in 2013, around say August or something like that, uh, I won my first blue pin from Singapore with a cash out of $2,500.
Okay.
So it was a surprise. Uh, with that money, when the money came, with that money, I brought my this Canon EOS 70D, this camera.
Okay.
Canon
So,
EOS 70D camera I bought with that money.
okay, I'm curious to know why did you choose to shift from Nikon to Canon?
That's a good one. Actually, during that time, when I got the money, I inquired which camera was better within that price. Uh, the people there suggested that this camera 70D is very good, and it has touch screen and all these features.
Okay.
So I thought, why not give a try?
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing I tell you, to me, camera doesn't matter as much.
Hmm.
What matters me most is my eyes.
Right. Right.
So any camera can is all the same for me.
Great.
So after that, after this 70D, sorry, so this yes 70D, I felt that when I shooting low light photography in villages when the light came down and I
Hmm.
had to take photographs, and
Ah.
when I processing them, I found that there's lots of grain. I just cannot get control of it.
Right.
So I thought that to get over it, I need to buy a full frame
Okay.
because without full frame, I cannot overcome this.
Hmm.
So I brought my first first and the only full frame EOS 7 5D Mark III.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
also Canon because
Hmm.
since 70D is a Canon, so I brought this 5D Mark III.
Okay.
And this camera, most of my photographs are from these two cameras.
Okay.
So that's my first, uh, what you say, first full frame camera.
Okay. So, do you shoot with both the bodies simultaneously?
My friends know, many makes jokes on me that when I go for a shoot, I have three cameras on me.
Okay.
Three camera means since I'm basically a candid photographer, a people photographer, I have this 5D Mark III with 2405 lens.
Okay.
Then this 70D, I put on this 7300 tele lens,
Okay.
tele zoom, I mean, not
Ah.
tele. And this Nikon one, since I didn't preview out, I brought one 1116 Tokina zoom.
Okay.
Sorry, wide lens.
Ah. Hmm.
This 1116. So I keep these three cameras
Okay.
on me at a time,
Okay. Okay.
so that I can cover at any moment of time and I can cover anything. Means if I need to take a wide picture, I have the wide. If I want to take the mid picture, I have the that one 24/7, 24/105. If I want to capture some portraits, close one, I have the tele one. That's my concept.
Okay. Great. Great. We move to the next picture. So this is my favorite picture of yours. It's such a beautiful picture. This is in Sonpur, is
This,
it?
yeah, that's true. And this picture was taken, I think, in 2013. I think it's
Okay.
taken.
Hmm.
We went to Pushkar Mela
Okay.
to take some photographs. From there, we went to another festival in Rajasthan. From there, we thought that while returning to Calcutta, we can go to Sonkopi Mela because it's happening at that time. So we dropped at Sonkopi, and from there we returned to uh, Calcutta. During that tour, I took this photograph. It's just a chance. By chance, I got this one. Actually, you have to keep your eyes open, your
Mhm.
eyes and your mind open to see anything different.
Right. Right.
Just I
Right.
got this picture like that.
Right. So after you come back from a trip, how do you choose? What is your criteria to decide whether this picture is good or this picture is not so good? So what is your in your mind to decide?
Actually, what happens when I take the photographs, I return home and put that put the film, put not film, sorry, put this in my laptop because I carry my laptop everywhere,
Okay.
and I see the pictures that I've taken.
Okay.
While seeing the pictures, I see that nobody disturbs me. I
Okay.
I see them with intensity. That means I get involved myself with the photographs,
Mhm.
and with the frame which looks to me different, something different is something uncommon. I just select them and keep it in a different folder.
Okay.
This way, in my first selection, I rapidly pick up some of these frames, say 10, 15, whatever maybe, and then I keep it there, and then I process it when I get time.
Okay.
This is how I do it.
Okay. And what software do you use for processing your pictures?
Photoshop. Photoshop, I used to do it with CS6 all this
Oh,
time.
okay.
I don't know much of Photoshop very well. I know the basic corrections. Uh, Means basic corrections I know very well. And what happened when I process a photograph, I go on processing unless and until it looks good to my eyes. If
Okay.
you tell me how I process it, which one I used, and which tools I have used, I won't be able to say,
Okay.
because I work with every tool unless and until the photographs looks good to me or it seems it's okay.
Okay.
And I tell you, I give you one information. In this my 15,000 international acceptance, none of my picture I have any elements put inside my photo.
Okay. So you don't add or remove any elements from your
No,
pictures.
I remove some. Remove means disturbing elements or
Okay. Okay.
something. Yeah, I remove by cloning it, but
Okay.
I
Okay.
but I didn't add anything.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Great.
But I have a plan to use it to add
Okay.
something, because I have got some beautiful frames which
Hmm.
need to be changed, some
Okay.
alteration to be done.
Okay. Okay. So has your processing style changed over the years?
Yeah, definitely. In PSA, you need lots of titles. So, from childhood, we know the more you practice, the more better you become.
Right.
So, when I have to make lots of work, I have to do lots of processing.
Mm-hmm.
And since all of my photographs are straight photograph, it doesn't take much time to process them.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens when I process a picture, uh, I just go on using that tool or that tool in trial and error method. And that's how I get inside that with this tool, I can achieve this result. With that tool, I can achieve that result. And accordingly, when I find some deficit in some pictures, I just do that, mm, put that, use that tool and rectify that image like that. This
Okay.
way, I just improve my skill, basic skill, to much better quality, to deliver
Okay.
much better quality of photographs.
Okay. Great. Oh, this is such a lovely picture.
Oh, this is my favorite. Most
Uh,
This
so,
one was taken at a in Bangkok, a entertainment park.
okay.
What happened? This is a pure candid. You can
Right.
see from the
Right.
picture.
Yeah. Very nice.
When I and one of my friend, he's a non-photographer, was visiting this uh, this entertainment park. I saw that there are different places where they use animals for entertainment.
Hmm.
Use tigers, then elephants, then chimpanzees. At one such place, I saw this the owner of this chimpanzee just using this chimpanzees to take photographs, and with that he's taking money around 200 baht. That means equivalent to
Okay.
400 rupees.
Okay.
Uh, So since I was alone, I didn't have any option to take any photographs. So
Hmm.
what I was observing from a distance, because
Okay.
I know if he sees that I'm taking photographs, he will charge me.
Huh.
So one such family was just came and told their daughter to sit and they will take photographs. I was standing a bit far away and observing, and
Hmm.
suddenly
Guys, looks like there is a connection issue. Just hold on. I think yeah. So Subrata, you'll be back probably. Just I hope you are enjoying the show. And in the meantime, if yeah, you see, we keep having these kind of programs. So every weekend,
It
yeah, it got disconnected. Yeah. So please continue.
huh. So when I suddenly I saw this expression in this girl, and I took the photograph with a fraction of second. This is
Mhm.
the only frame I have. I didn't take any multi shutter
Okay.
photographs,
Okay. Okay.
and it came out beautifully.
Right. Right.
Just a case of mere reflex,
Yeah.
you can say.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So
It
maybe you
got
can
the
switch
award.
your video off, your camera off. I think there is some bandwidth issue. So if you can put your
Okay.
camera off, I think the sound quality will get little better.
I put my camera off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Integrated camera. How to put it off?
You just click on the camera and the video symbol, and you can put. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So now the sound quality will be little better. Okay.
Right, right.
Great. Great. Yeah. This is such a lovely picture. Yeah. I'm sure you must have got a lot of awards for
Lots
this
of
one.
award I got it.
Mm.
And about the processing skill, I improved day by day. So the previous processing was not that good. This
Okay.
time this processing much better than the previous one.
Okay, okay. So you go back to your previous pictures and then edit them in a whole different way, is it?
Yeah, what's happened when I edit a picture, means when I process a picture,
Yeah.
I do not keep the PSD file
Okay,
because I do not have any desktop. Whatever I do in my laptop.
okay,
So I can't keep so heavy files in my laptop.
okay,
So what happened when I take a frame, I process it, throw away the PSD. In case in future I need to process that picture again, I do it from the beginning.
okay, okay. Great. Very nice. So, what is your secret of? Yeah, this is from Mongolia, I guess.
Yeah, this is from Mongolia. Uh,
Very
this
interesting.
one they had a workshop
Yeah,
on this cameras,
right.
and you need to place yourself in proper place, the proper moments.
Mm,
And
beautiful.
you see again the same thing, processing is the matter.
Right. Right.
If you can't process properly, you will won't get that effect.
Right. Right.
So
Very nice. So, Subroda, what is your secret? So, you see, there are a lot of people who have been trying to apply in salons and getting these acceptances and awards. So, and you have achieved so much in such less time. So, what do you think is your secret that you did that helped you achieve these heights?
mm, see, one thing I believe that you need to take, first you must give your importance to passion. That is
Right,
the very beginning thing.
right,
When you have the passion, you have the motivation.
right,
So what I've done, I had the passion, it gave my motivation, and to keep it alive, I joined PSA so that I get the target to do more works. And while taking photographs, you see, when I take photographs, I take that photograph which I feel like taking. Not this type of photographs get award, this type of photographs acceptance. Not
okay,
like
okay,
that.
okay,
I take photograph which I feel that that motivates me, but say that make me feel good and beautiful to me.
right, right. Well, that's something very
After
important that you
yeah,
said, Subroda, because a lot of people I see, they know that, okay, these are the kind of pictures that are accepted in salons, and they are going to try only those pictures. Otherwise, they would not take any other kind of pictures.
that's the one of the main thing that for that same reason when I returned back to salon photography, first I thought that I will take mentorship of my two stalwarts, means Topan Das and Amitav Shil. But later on, I decided that I won't take this mentorship, because if I take mentorship from them, I will do photographs like them,
Okay.
according their liking.
Mm-hmm.
I won't have any individual liking, right?
Right.
What you
Right.
in other words you may say signature. I won't have any signature of myself.
Right.
So I decided not to take any mentorship from them. So I continued alone. I started to take photographs which make me feel good and which is beautiful to me.
Okay. Okay.
After taking that photographs, when I go back to home, only then I analyze it how to make this picture more beautiful.
Okay.
This you can use by cropping. You can do some fine processing. You can
Okay.
change some other things and
Mm.
make the picture more beautiful. Because I believe if you take the picture from your heart, it bound to be different.
Right. Right.
If you
Very
have
correct.
any preconceived thought, that means that type of photograph got award, that type of photographs get accepted. Then what happens, you will won't perform according to your heart, you will perform according to them.
Right. Right.
And if you can't do that same thing properly, it just get rubbish.
Right. Right.
And
Uh,
another thing I got motivation, that is, I told you that I love people photography.
right.
So when I take my photographs with my steady lens, when I get to see their emotions, their facial expressions and all this thing, it just gives me some different type of feelings,
Mm.
because every moment that mood is changing.
Right.
You know, life is always changing. Similarly,
Right.
their mood and everything is changing.
Right. Right.
And that what makes me motivated always to see that changes closely through my lens.
Right. Very
Because
nice.
if you don't use the tele lens, you won't able to get that candid expression. If you come close, it will be just a formal one.
Right. Right. Great. So we will move to the next picture. Oh, very interesting.
This one is also in China, Naiman, in Inner Mongolia. There was a race, uh, this dogs race.
Okay.
I took several photographs, but I saw that it's not coming good. But somehow I changed my adjustment frequently, and then I got this one.
Okay. Beautiful. Very nice.
It's just nothing much to say about that. This is just normal.
Oh, this is so
This is one
beautiful.
of my favorite
Yeah.
picture,
Beautiful.
uh,
Absolutely.
and this is also again uh, this experience in processing had made this picture so nice. I told you first time when I processed was not that good.
Okay.
When I was practicing making more photographs, then I thought that I should just remake this photograph again
Mm-hmm.
and reprocessed it again, and this time this photograph came much better.
Great. So, how much time would you take to process a picture like this?
It hardly takes me around, say, mm, maximum it takes to 10 to 30 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Because you know, in straight photographs you don't take much time, because I don't create any canvas. I process straight from the capture. So I don't take much time to process the photographs. I
Right.
remember one time I need lots of title, because I need to participate one competition that's closing date is coming very near. That was a Sunday, and from getting up I started to process my pictures. At the end of the day, I found that I processed 50 photographs.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
processing 50 photographs in one day is not a matter of joke.
Right. Right. Great.
So it doesn't take much time.
Hmm.
And this is the advantage of street photography.
Very nice.
This one is taken in a village in Uttar Pradesh. Sorry,
Okay.
Madhya Pradesh, not
Ah,
Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. It's the village is called Orcha.
Orsa. Okay.
We went there with few of our club members, and while we were roaming around the village, I found this frame. This lighting was excellent. I
Beautiful.
loved this one very much, and this picture also gave me lots of high awards in international in competitions.
Very
You
nice.
can see it's a very purely candid one.
Right. Very nice.
Up,
Yeah. You wanted
this
to say something?
yeah. The processing is also done a little differently. That means just highlighted the teacher and the students,
Right.
and just
Very nice.
yeah.
Very,
The next picture is
yeah.
one of my best picture.
Very nice.
This is also in the same place, Orcha, and
Okay.
this picture brought this picture brought me lots of high awards. Means PSA, FIAP Gold, and all type of golds and trophies from this Hong Kong. I got a gold trophy, silver trophy.
Great. Great.
This
Very nice.
picture, this picture, you can see is very candid one and very meaningful also. I
Right.
named it Eye to Eye.
Right. Right. Beautiful.
This, this picture, it's taken in a village in Purulia.
Okay.
Later on, such type of pictures are there. Many people copied this one. Copied with this concept.
Okay.
But initially, my picture was the first one to do such type of picture. It's just a concept.
Hmm.
Actually, initially I felt bad because of the child with all his ribs out.
Yeah. Right.
But still,
So,
I
did you go there and think about the idea,
no,
or you?
it just came in my mind at that time. I didn't
Oh,
think of anything. Suddenly, when they were standing behind, I told them to do that and do that. When I found that this one is looking nice, I took a shot.
okay.
Because I don't wait. This one,
Ah,
this picture. See, I can't do creative picture because I told you, giving elements, putting elements in the picture, I don't find it comfortable.
right.
So there was a section, creative section.
Okay.
So I thought, there's a creative section. What should I do? Because since all my pictures are straight picture, why can't I make it a bit different? So
Right.
what I've done, I just partially selected this ducks and made black and white, and this one colored, and it came out nice. It's just an experiment one to pass it in a creative section,
Hmm. Hmm.
and later on this picture looked very nice.
Okay. And did you get success
Yeah,
with this picture?
definitely I got success
Great.
with this picture.
Great.
But this picture is not well taken because you can see the ducks were burned out. But still
Very nice.
got success.
Yeah. Very nice.
This
Very.
picture is taken in Beijing.
Uh,
While I was in transit from Naiman to India, I had to stay in Beijing for one night. At that time, I told the hotel to take me to a marketplace, and they have taken me to a marketplace. I was alone there. I was roaming in this place. I don't know what to do. So I was just roaming about and looking, and suddenly I found this contrast. Uh, this uh, this people just chatting, gossiping, and behind the wall, the this modern girls looking at their mobile. It's a very much contrast there.
Yeah,
This
very
picture I
interesting.
got by chance.
Very interesting.
You know, you have to keep your eyes open, eyes
Right,
and mind open to see such picture.
right,
Actually, seeing a picture is very important.
right. Very nice.
This one is taken in Ladakh. Uh, just a normal picture. Uh, the background was dark. It's not selected. It's dark by default.
Hmm. Very
This
impressive.
guy was standing in front of a door. Just a straight shot.
Right.
Nothing more than that.
Yeah. So what is your favorite place to take pictures?
Obviously, villages.
Villages. Do
Yeah.
you have any favorite village in your mind?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
Any village will do.
Okay. But definitely the village.
Provided it's not a modern village.
Okay. Okay.
Because you see, one thing I tell you the concept behind it. In a village, the peoples are more simple and they are very, you can say, innocent type.
Hmm.
And when you go to such type of villages, you get more pure emotions.
Right. Right.
They are very natural.
Right. Great.
This picture was taken last year in Morocco, in a FIAP. There's a FIAP meet in Morocco. I
Okay.
have taken this picture there. This picture, what happened? Uh, we have been visiting in one place. From there, we were brought to another place by bus. Suddenly, this man with this camel, when he saw that we are alighting from the bus, he came with his camel just to get some money.
Mm-hmm.
And he was making all these faces and all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I just captured this moment. It happened only in a fraction of a second, you know that.
No. Very nice.
And it came out. What I told again and again that your reflex, you need to have a very good reflex to take such type of photographs.
Right. Right. Great.
And one thing I want to tell you that when I use my gears, you might be asking me this question later on, that why when I use my gears, when I take photographs, I pre-adjust my all my cameras according to the place where I'm going. So
Okay.
when I take a shot, I need not make all the adjustment again.
Hmm.
All are in auto mode. Auto means not the exposure. Uh, so when I get any such type of nice picture, what I do, I just bring out my camera and shoot within fraction of second.
Okay. Okay. Great. Beautiful.
This one is again in 2000. I think it's 2016 or 14. This is again taken in FIP convention. They have taken out uh, in a tour. This is the backside of Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal. Yeah.
Taj Mahal. After finishing the shoot, we were all returning back.
Okay.
Suddenly, I saw that I and some others saw that these childrens were just running with their teacher and coming in this place.
Okay.
So I just waited to see
Hmm.
what they are doing, and found that they just came and just playing like that and then stand uh, in front of this Taj Mahal like that. And I
Okay.
took this opportunity to take the snap. I didn't tell them to stand like that.
Okay. Very nice. Very different picture
So
of the Taj.
to me, it's a candid. Yeah, I got by chance, my luck, you may say.
Right.
This is a very interesting one. This picture you can see PSA Journal, January 2015, 81 years. This picture was the cover page of PSA Journal in January 2015. And that time, you know, I didn't have this MPS and all these things. It's what a great honor to me. This picture just before that year won Picture of the Year in print, Nature print.
Okay.
So they published this picture in the cover page, and I think this is the first picture that any Indian got chance in the cover page of a PSA journal.
That's great.
I'm not sure, but I think.
Great, great.
So it means lots to me.
Great. Where did you take this picture?
I've taken this in North Bengal.
Okay.
When I taking this picture, I didn't have all those gears.
Okay.
I think I've used this 5000D only.
Okay. Okay. Great.
This one is taken in what you call in a village, not village, at urban places near Kolani.
Okay.
Means our West Bengal Kolani.
Right.
These events, this type of events, and other type of events take place, and in what you call in Chaitya Sankranti. You know that?
Yes. Right.
These customs take place during that time. So one of these custom is this one. I have taken this while going with my friends to that place.
Great.
This positioning yourself is important, and normally what happens in this type of picture, there are lots of disturbance. People come in front of your camera.
Right.
You have to be alert to get the proper background and all those things. So I waited and got this one.
Very nice. Oh, this is very beautiful. Very nice.
This picture also, what happened once we have been going to the Ranthambore. So from Jaipur, I think, from Jaipur we hired a car. With car we were going to Ranthambore, I and my friend Shubhajit. So while traveling on road, suddenly we saw that a group of these camels were just coming in a row. So after getting to know that, we told our driver, just stop the car. We want to take this rows of camels. So we stopped the car and we were waiting, and suddenly saw the place we were waiting, this camel just moved inside that place.
Okay.
Only then I realized that there's this water place, and this camel all came together and started to drink water. You may call this just a luck, just this. If you just observation that there might something happen,
right.
This helped me to stop the car and took this unique photo.
Right. Very interesting. Beautiful.
This picture again, I tell you another story. In 2018 December, in PSA Journal, they brought out this issue, distinctive image. Distinctive image is a thing that they write on some photographer. This distinctive image appears 4 times a year. And in December, my photograph and my story was covered in the PSA Journal, and I was the first person that got the chance to be featured as a cover story, the cover page of the PSA Journal. And this picture was in the cover of the PSA journal, that
Great.
distinctive image.
Great. Beautiful.
This is taken in Purulia.
Ah, that's
Oh,
really
this is
oh,
this picture is taken in Sri Lanka.
ah,
We have been to a judging in Sri Lanka last year.
okay.
Uh, After the judging, they took us on a photo tour, and this is called still fishing.
Ah,
Uh, in that place, we were taken, and it's the evening time, and there I took this photograph. It's an arranged one. It's not at all.
okay. So nowadays they don't have this activity, is it?
They have the activities, but when they have the activities, we won't be there
Okay. Okay.
because we have limited time. We were supposed to see the place there only that day and then return. So we have no
Okay.
option. We
Okay.
can't wait for this activity.
Okay. Okay.
So it was arranged, but this activity still happens. The Sri Lankan people told me that
Ah,
this activity still happens. Depends on the weather, depends uh, on the catch they get, all these things.
great.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember this picture of yours. This I think you took quite some time ago and fetched you a lot of
lots of
acceptances.
award. It got
Yeah.
lots of award. This picture and this series of pictures. I
Right.
have a series of these pictures. This also have a story, a nice story.
Yeah. Please
So what
tell us.
happened? Actually, what happened? Uh, in our Chhayapath, we take our student to outing, and that
Okay.
day there's a one outing in the evening.
Okay.
That day we had outing in the evening, and that is in the Moidan area,
Hmm.
uh, and it was a bit raining also. So
Okay.
I was a bit late. I came there as a instructor. Others also came, and while I came there, I heard that there's fire in the new market and that place. And so, what happened when I heard that? So we just scattered and tried to go in this arena to take to see, to get the glimpses of this fire and take these photographs. But police just didn't allow us. However, I just slipped through one of this cordon and
Okay.
gone inside this area, and some other police, when they saw that two cameras hanging from my side, they thought I am a reporter, so they didn't object.
Okay.
And I took a place just under a shop, a little. I have a little guard on top of my head because it was drizzling then.
Okay.
I stood there and waited while others roamed here and there, but I didn't change my place.
Hmm.
I just waited there, and several activities occurred.
Hmm.
And I took all those photographs there, and I got this one also.
Great.
You see, pre-visualization is very important.
Right. Right.
When you take photographs, pre-visualization is something that if you don't have proper pre-visualization, you miss important photographs.
Right. So here
You will,
also you are carrying all your three cameras.
yeah, I was carrying my three cameras, but I kept one inside because due to rain. So
Okay.
two cameras was with me,
Okay.
and I pre-visualized that this place will be the better place, and this how I got this one. The
Great.
camel one
Great.
also, I pre-visualized that there might something happen. That's why I got that camel picture.
Great. Great.
No.
Beautiful.
This one last year I've taken in spoken in the PSA conference. It was in Spokane. There I took this picture, and there also we hired a car. I stopped the car there because to me I saw these lines, that this lines in the field. uh, I saw I told stop the car, and then I looked for a proper angle and then took this photograph, and you can see the result.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Come on, next. This is one of my famous picture.
Uh,
Although it's not famous now, it was famous when I've taken it in 2013, I think. This picture was taken in Santiniketan, and there also our club members were there, 3-4 club members. I took this picture and processed it this way. Actually, the behind is not dark. Behind there was some trees and all this thing. I
okay,
made it dark to make it attractive.
right. Very nice.
So this picture got very important awards. Not only that, in the Toronto, it's I think they are holding exhibition continuously for more than 125 years or something like
Okay,
that.
okay,
This picture appeared in their cover page of some, I think, 121st or something like that exhibition. Actually.
great.
This was honor to me. After that, what happened? This picture was copied. Copied means not this frame. This concept was
Concept.
copied by many
Okay,
people, because you can get this type of scene in rural Bengal often. The
right,
Sapani parking and here.
right.
So this concept was copied, and many photographers took such photographs,
Okay,
and all of them, most of them got awarded.
okay, okay. But the original
But
concept.
the original concept came from me.
uh,
When I saw this others getting awards from this concept, I didn't get annoyed. I
okay,
got happy. I got happy because why happy? Because I made such a frame that many copied. That is my
right,
success.
right. That's the appreciation, biggest form of
Yeah,
appreciation.
that's appreciation. They copied
Right,
my concept.
right, right. Great.
One. This one, this picture I took in China last year.
Okay,
Last year, what happened in October, November, October, end of October, I was invited. I was invited by the. Uh, I was invited. Just a name, forgot the name. Mm, it was Jiang Radio and Television Group of China and Culture and Tourism Department of China.
okay,
They invited 10 photographers from around the world,
okay.
from 10 different countries. And I am one of them. I
Okay,
am the only one from India. They
okay,
invited me. All paid, everything is paid, sponsored. Uh,
okay.
they invited us to this place, not this particular place. They invited to that Jehang, and
Mm,
there we are made into groups, and different places we were taken. Their only criteria was to take photographs and to submit them 20 or something like the photographs in return, and nothing
okay,
else. For that, they paid everything.
okay, okay.
Huh. And I tell you one thing happened when I got this invitation. mm, I thought that I should improve my gears a bit,
Okay.
because 5D Mark III seems to aging.
Ah,
So I brought this Nikon Z6 mirrorless camera
okay,
for this purpose.
okay,
Because when a person is inviting you, when an organization is inviting you at free of cost and bearing all the expenses, you should deliver something good.
right,
Shouldn't be a casual.
right.
So I brought this one, and then ultimately I took this
Okay.
frame.
So, what
So
different feeling you have in handling compared to your 5D Mark III and your Z6?
Z6 is much more convenient because 5D Mark III is heavier. Is
Right,
heavy. Actually,
right.
I am having back pain, so I thought for some time that I should change to mirrorless to reduce the weight.
Okay,
Moreover, when traveling in different places locally, I
mm,
can't take my 5D Mark III with me for its weight. But
Okay.
Z6 is very handy. When I go to office, I can take it with me. And
Okay.
because since I'm a people street and all this candid photographer, keeping a
Right.
camera with yourself is always helpful. You get some
Right.
different frame always.
Right. Right.
So it's lots of difference to
So
getting that.
now you carry your camera all the time.
Now I carry the Z6 most of the time.
Okay. Okay.
Not
Great.
always, but most of the time I carry Z6.
Great.
Because after platinum, I'm thinking of shifting myself to portfolio. So I don't participate much in the salons.
Okay.
I withdraw
Okay.
myself to greater extent.
Great.
This
Great.
one, you can see a village portrait,
Right.
this innocent look.
Right.
This actually, you see the childrens have the most innocent look.
Right. Right.
Mm.
Very
And
nice.
this vibrancy of life is inside there. Their
Right. Right.
emotions is something very different from the adults one. That
Right.
what attracts me very much. This
Hmm.
is one of the outcome, this
Very
picture.
nice.
This one is a landscape in Spokane, huge landscape. You can see the small car just below,
Beautiful.
a
Very
blue
nice.
one and a red one. From there,
Right.
you can understand how huge this place is.
Right. Right. Beautiful.
I like this place, this composition, so I took the snap from there.
Very nice. So you do a full-time job also.
Yeah, I work in a bank. I have to take care of my family business because I don't have any alternative.
Okay.
Actually it was my grandfather's business, but it was running very low during my father's death. There's lots of huge debt there, but I
Okay.
continued with it. I lost my 20 years in photography for that, and then returned back and then participated. Unless there was this business, I couldn't have participated so much because you
Okay.
can't spend so much money from your salary.
Right. Right. So how do you manage between your job, your family, and then you have a business, and then again traveling and photography?
People say I am a multitasker.
Uh, okay.
So I do all the things together.
Great. Great.
Actually, what I feel, those who are very busy, they can afford time.
Hmm.
Same with me. You have to just change your priority. Like what I have done when I started my photography to a greater extent during 17, 18, and 19,
Hmm.
mm, I I just stopped reading newspaper,
Okay.
seeing TV, and all
Okay.
this thing. I just converted those spareable time to my photography. Whatever time I get after my job and all this business and all this thing, I converted that the minimum available opportunity to convert into photography.
Great. Great.
That's how I saved my time and then got this massive
Great.
acceptance.
I mean, it's a great lesson for people. People always complain that I have jobs, so I can't do photography. So you are handling your job as well as your business, and then again you are doing spending all
Yeah,
time
and
doing.
in my office, if anybody goes in my office, nobody will complain.
Ah,
Means
okay.
I'm telling my officers and bosses, nobody complain about what, because I'm very sincere in that, and no work I keep. I don't keep any pending.
Okay. Great.
That is my advantage, and that's how I keep my laptop also open there.
Great.
They
Great.
don't object.
Great.
I do my job when I get a free time. In between that time, I do some photography work also.
Great.
So this is
Yeah.
a famous picture, and this picture just brought me my first international tour to Edinburgh,
Okay.
Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
This is a purely a candid picture, And this picture was taken in Santiniketan in a brick place. There, what happened? This girl was sulking because her parents just scolded her for some reason.
Okay.
She was just standing in this place and just staring blank.
Okay.
She didn't realize that I was taking her photograph.
Okay. Okay.
I took this photograph with my tele,
Hmm.
and I have another frame, but I didn't give you. In that frame, when she realized that I was taking a photograph, she started crying.
Okay.
And both this picture became very famous.
Okay. Great.
So she made my first foreign tour.
Great. Great.
This one is in Ladakh.
Very nice. Very
You
nice.
can see another people photograph taking just capturing a moment.
Right.
You know, I told you, observation is very important.
Right.
Visualization is very important.
Very nice.
Just a result of that.
Right. Very nice.
This picture is my latest picture
Okay.
in a workshop in Kolkata. The difference is there's a slight difference here. The concept, you can say that it's a mixed concept. You can find other photographers also taking such photographs.
Right.
And especially when we photograph in studio with groups, there's nothing credit. At least me, I don't feel any credit myself to give some credit to myself because most of the things are arranged.
Okay.
But particular this picture, what happened? I selected the frame after seeing all those different frames. I found this frame better. Not only that, I told you that I don't know Photoshop much.
Right.
You will see that most of the photographers, they process, they do skin separation and all these different things of processing. They
Right.
make the skin smooth and all these things. They do.
Right. Right.
If you enlarge this picture, you will realize that I have done nothing of that sort. It's just a normal processing, no skin treatment, nothing, no special treatment, nothing.
Mm.
And this picture got PSA gold.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I've given this picture, that even if you process a picture normally, you can get an award if you can keep the natural things there.
Great. Great. That's, I think, a great lesson for everybody. Your pictures are very simplistic and very minimally processed, and still you're able to achieve so much.
See, simplicity is my keyword.
Right.
You know, when you see a picture through your lens, what happens? If I go a little back, I had a lot of struggle in my life.
Right.
So when you pass through some struggles, you will sought for simplicity.
Right.
So when you sought for simplicity, when you put your lens in your eyes, and when you see somebody's emotions and their feelings there, you will be a different person.
Great. Absolutely. That's a great
And
lesson.
what happened to me? And simplicity is always my priority, and I stick to it.
Great. Great. Very nice.
It feels very heavy for me to get complex.
Very nice. So great, Subrata, thank you so much for sharing your pictures. It was a great learning for me and as well as for the people who joined us. Yeah, maybe you can switch on your camera right now. So great. So it was like we went to a different world going through your pictures. Right. So one last question to you, Subrata. So what suggestion, if somebody wants to start with salon photography, what is your suggestion? What steps should a person take to achieve what? I mean that's almost unachievable. But yeah, how do you suggest to progress in this field?
This you mean the tips
Yes.
you want for aspiring photographers, right?
Yes. 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 Please.
Before that, I want to say something that when you take a photograph, you give importance to your liking. This is very vital.
Right.
If you say that you put you tell me 5 points regarding what we should keep in mind to
Right.
start this journey. First, I will say number 1 point is give importance to your passion.
Okay.
You must be dedicated to your passion. Without dedication, nothing happens. Take photographs. Number 2, click photographs which you feel good.
Okay.
You see, when you put your camera in your eyes, you will see some things that it makes you feel good.
Right.
Get likeness from that. You give, you take those photographs. Third point, don't run after awards and acceptances. I see nowadays what happens, most of the photographers, after learning something or little, they started running after awards and acceptances. I will tell you, don't run after awards and acceptance. This will come by default.
Okay.
The fourth point is learn the basic rules of compositions and light, and especially give importance to background.
Right.
Because without this learning, you won't able to realize how to take a better photograph, which photograph will click. Because when judging, I've done a numerous judging internationally and nationally,
Right.
lots of country I've done judging. I found that many photographs, either they are rejected for composition or for light and or for background.
Okay.
When you make a photograph, if you keep in mind, behind your mind, this compositions and the lights and the background, then it's bound to be a good one.
Right.
But you can say, how can I take control of light in the outdoor? You can take control, just shift your angle, just move around and see which angle you get a better lighting.
Right.
Don't stay at one place, just move. And when you know the basic rules of composition, and if you just digest it, and if it stays in your subconscious mind, you automatically find the lines, then the rule of third, and then all these sorts of things, the basic rules you will find, you can visualize them. See, there are photographs everywhere. Every place there are photographs, but you need to see it.
Right.
What people lack, they can't see it. So to see it, you must know these basic things. And the fifth point, I will say, see good photographs. See lots of photographs. When you see lots of good photographs, exhibitions, the awarded pictures, you will get an idea what a picture should be. But never try to copy. Do not copy them. What people do when they see these good pictures, they try to copy it. I will tell you, don't copy it. You take the concept, then you apply your own concept.
Right.
Only then you can meet with some success in your salon photography. And when you keep all these things in your mind, your award and acceptance will come by default. You don't have to run after them. It will come naturally if you just keep in your mind all these things. And I tell you one thing that I told you in my second point, click which makes you feel good, right?
Right.
So what I feel, to keep your signature, you need to take photographs from your heart. It comes from inside, like every art in writing, saying drawing and everything, it's come from a heart, from inside. That's why we called ourselves photo artist, not a photographer.
Right.
When you call yourself a photo artist, it should be from inside of yourself. And you must hear your inside. Only then you can get a different frame, a different type of photographs. And one thing I always used to say, since it comes from heart, you be a good person. If you have if you are a good person, if you have a good heart, only then you can deliver a good picture.
Right. Very
So it's
important.
a criteria. It's a very it's an important criteria. Be a good person to deliver a good picture,
Great. Great.
and your
So,
signature will be developed automatically.
right. Right. Great. So, it was so great talking to you, Subodha. I really love this interaction with you. I'm grateful to you for your time and spending your time with us and telling us a little bit about how you took those pictures and about your post processing and how you your whole journey as a photographer. I think it was a lot of learning for us. So, thank you so much once again for
And can
joining
I
me.
tell? I just one thing I want to share with
Yeah,
you.
please, please.
That is regarding PSA.
Yeah,
I want to tell you that I'm the PSA liaison officer for India. But
right,
what made me interest to go for PSA? The main thing is that what I found that people after achieving their distinction means EFIAP, all this thing, they just lose their passion. They just shift away from photography and do go
hmm,
to other place. Although they have
right,
quality, but they
right,
shift away.
right.
But in PSC distinction, what I found that since it's an ongoing process,
Hmm.
you have a target that you can continue. You will won't
Okay,
divert away from your passion.
okay,
That is the main reason I promoted to for PSA, because you will won't get diverted. You will always be on your legs to go do some walks and to go get some better walks to see your existing folder, because I know many person when they try to make different work, they search their old frames, no, sorry, old stocks of photographs, and there they found many pictures that are much worthier than previous one. At this moment, I will tell you the chimpanzee one. Even the chimpanzee
yes,
picture,
yes,
the
yes,
one you showed, show
right,
it once more. Show once more.
yeah,
This chimpanzee picture,
yeah,
uh, when I first uh, search my for frames, search my that photographs for frames, I just ignored it because
okay,
this picture didn't strike me. So
okay,
when I this picture, yeah, uh, when I ran short of works, so I again searching those folder to see if there is any different pictures.
okay, okay,
Only on my third search, I found this picture that I felt that this picture may be interesting. Actually, it's a cropped one. It's a bigger
right,
one, is very unimpressive. From
mm,
there, I brought a picture that became famous.
mm,
Similarly, I heard many such photographers, when they searched their old photos, they got uh, found many important photographs that they overlooked previously.
okay, okay. So
So
you
this is
advise
also
to,
a learning that,
uh,
yeah,
right,
I advise that whenever you select a photograph, don't throw away the folder. After say 1 or 2 years, you look after that folder again, because
mm,
by that time your eye will change and you will see this picture in a different angle.
right,
Another 2 years, see the folder again and you will find another pictures.
great,
This is my what it say information to others.
great, great. So great, Subodha. It was such a great session. So thank you so much again for joining us and hope to shoot with you again sometime.
Sure, sure,
Yeah. Thank
sure.
you so much.
Welcome.
Good night.
Good night. Have a nice day.